a Chinese-Filipino businessman with interests in banking, airline, liquor, tobacco and real estate industries. Tan was born on July 17, 1934, in Amoy, Fujian, People's Republic of China. His parents moved to the Philippines when he was a child. Tan earned a BS in chemical engineering from the Far Eastern University of Manila. Forbes asserts that Tan worked as a janitor at a tobacco factory, where he presumably also mopped floors to pay for school. He is married and under his helm are his children, of whom some may be poised to follow in his footsteps. Michael Tan currently working with Asia Brewery Incorporated after being replaced by Lucio Tan Jr., who now heads the Eaton Properties Incorporated. Timmy Tan, the self-made entrepreneur with SK Technolube Corporation and Lila Publishing Corporation, ranking progressively at the country's top 2013 corporations, and Vivian Tan, who dwells in education and low-level politics. In 2013, Forbes magazine listed him once again as the second richest billionaire from the Philippines with a net worth of $7.5 billion. Business history: Tan owns Asia Brewery, the second largest brewery in the Philippines, Tan Due Holdings, one of the world's largest rum makers, and Fortune Tobacco, the largest tobacco company in the country. In 1985, Tan bought Century Park Hotel. Tan established the Tan Yan Key Foundation in 1986 in honor of the late Tan family patriarch. In 1988, the Lucio Tan group of companies acquired Tan Due Distillery, the oldest maker of rum, from the Ealseder family. Tan and his group launched a plant modernization and expansion program that increased Tan Due's production by almost 50 times. Tan later bought the University of the East in 1990, which he considers his biggest feat in promoting education in the country. In 1993, the country's national flag carrier, Philippine Airlines, joined the list of companies that Lucio Tan controls and manages, and has now turned over the business to Lea Tan. In 1995, he founded yet another company in the aviation industry. The Macro Asia Corporation was envisioned to be the leading provider of aviation and logistics services. This vision has become a reality, as Macro Asia Corporation is now the provider of technical ground handling, engineering and maintenance services, and catering services to the majority of international airlines. In 2000, Tan became the primary stockholder of Philippine National Bank. The merging of PNB and Allied Bank is expected to be completed before the end of this year. In an effort to consolidate his business empire, he established the LTG as a vast holdings entity for all his stakes in the varied companies that the empire operates. The move should resolve the growing market perception that to date there is still no clear indication of who shall rise to succeed and secure his business empire's continuity. Business interests: major stakes, Asia Brewery, the second largest brewer in the Philippines, with a 10% share of the Philippine market. Tan Due Holdings, one of the world's largest rum makers. PMFTC, Incorporated, the largest tobacco company in the country. University of the East, one of the most financially stable universities in the Philippines in terms of assets. Philippine National Bank, the fifth largest bank in the country. Allied Bank, the Philippines' eighth largest lender. Eaton Properties Philippines, the global real estate brand of the Lucio Tan Group. Allied Savings Bank, subsidiary bank of Allied Banking Corporation and one of the most stable savings bank in the Philippines in terms of assets. Lucky Travel Corporation, a Euro established on June 15, 1983, Lucky Travel is Mr. Tan, a Euro unregistered trademark's first foray into the travel and tourism industry. The Charter House is a three-star hotel located in the heart of Macacia, Euro unregistered trademark's business and commercial district. Grand Span Development Corporation. A Euro established in 1979, Grand Span Development Corporation is an internationally recognized steel fabrication company. It produces structural steel beams, trusses, conveyors, special tanks and vessels, as well as steel trailers and asbestos-reinforced cement sheets. Foremost Farms Incorporated. A Euro is one of Southeast Asia Euro unregistered trademark's largest and most modern hog-raising facilities. Himal Industries Incorporated. A Euro, a chemical trading firm, Himmel Industries is located in Barrio Santillan, Pasig City. Established in November 18, 1960. Pan Asia Securities is the stock brokerage firm of the Lucio Tan group of companies. Macrosia Corporation complementing the two airlines is Macrosia Corporation. A publicly listed company, Macrosia provides catering, ground handling and engineering and maintenance services to its sister companies and more than 20 international airlines landing in the Philippines. Air Philippines Airphil Express is one of the fastest growing carriers in the Philippines. Currently controlled and managed by his sister companies group also taken charged by Leo Tan. Controversies. In 1997, Forbes, in an article entitled A Report Card on Asia, complained about the considerable corruption still prevalent in the Philippines, bolstering that claim by citing how Tan single-handedly held up a tax reform intended to remove special privileges for local tobacco and beer producers. In 1998, Forbes reported that Tan was spending his free time, ousting with the government over charges of tax evasion, and with Philippine Airlines shareholders who tried to block his bid for the airline. According to January-March 1999 edition of the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, Solita Monsod, an economics professor at the University of the Philippines and former economic planning secretary, was quoted as saying that Lucio Tan is a role model for the worst kind of conduct as far as our national objectives are concerned. He signals that you can evade taxes and get away with it, pay the courts and get the judges to decide in your favor, get good lawyers and delay your cases. The messages that are given by the kind of treatment that he gets from the government are the antithesis of what we need for sustainable development, an even playing field and government intervention of the right kind. 3. The Presidential Commission on Good Government originally filed a case against Tan in July 1987, and has since amended it twice, the last time being on September 5, 1991. According to the PCGG, the state is entitled to 50 billion Philippine pesos in damages and 1 billion Philippine pesos in legal expenses. 4. In addition, the state was seeking to recover 60% of Tan's holdings in companies that Tan held in trust for the former President Marcos, such as Fortune Tobacco, Asia Brewery, Allied Banking Corporation, Foremost Farms, Himmel Industries, Grand Span Development Corporation, Silangan Holdings, Dominion Realty and Construction Corporation, and Shareholdings Incorporated. As the PCGG alleges that they were illegally acquired by Marcos using government funds. 5. After filing the case in July 1987, the PCGG seized control of Tan unregistered trademark S companies, continuing to do so until 2006 when the anti-graft court Sandipuan Bayar nullified the writs of sequestration on Allied Banking Corporation, Fortune Tobacco, Foremost Farms and Shareholdings Incorporated. The court ruled the writs had no basis as there was no prima facie proof that any of Tan unregistered trademark S assets were obtained illegally. The PCGG soon afterwards filed a petition to the Supreme Court. On December 7, 2007, the Supreme Court affirmed the decision of the anti-graft court. The Supreme Court found no proof that Tan, his family, or his various businesses took undue advantage of their relationship with former President Marcos. Finding no factual basis for the sequestration of the stocks, the Supreme Court denied the PCGG unregistered trademark S petition, according to a court statement. 6. In an April 29, 2009, letter filed at the anti-graft court, the PCGG announced that it is resting its case, and terminating its presentation of evidence in the 51 billion Philippine pesos lawsuit. This, the report said, came as a surprise as government lawyers had earlier insisted in court that they still have several key witnesses, including former First Lady Imelda Marcos. 7. Nevertheless, questions remain. During the Estrada presidency, it came to the point that I was wondering whether they were lawyering for us or for Fortune Tobacco, said former Internal Revenue Commissioner Liwaway Vinzons Chato. Chato was also cited as saying that a folder of documents containing important evidence against Fortune had mysteriously disappeared. Eventually she was able to create a case against Tan, which she lost at the Court of Tax Appeals, as one of BIR's lawyers assigned to the Solicitor General was, according to Chato, arguing the case for Fortune and we were sold out. 3. The same article also said that one of the 3 judges who ruled in favor of Fortune Tobacco was Manuel Gruber, the brother of Lily Gruber, one of Tan's lawyers in the case. It was later rumored, the article said, that President Estrada allowed Tan to name the new BIR commissioner to replace Chato. Beethoven Ruolu, a close associate of Tan, was eventually chosen for the role. Within 5 months of Ruolu's appointment, 2 tax evasion charges against Tan's firms that Chato had been pursuing one against Allied Bank for 338 million Philippine pesos, and another against Fortune Tobacco for 8 billion Philippine pesos were reduced to 0 and 5 million Philippine pesos respectively. References. Further reading, ABS-CBN News, Tan, S.Y., IL on Forbes Billionaires List, Lucio Tan Biography at the Wayback Machine, SupremeCourt.gov ph, GNOs 173,553-56, PCGG vs Lucio Tan, 1st Division, December 7, 2007, KMA News TV Story, SC denies Govt bid to sequester Tan's share in Allied Bank, Fortune Tobacco, discovering Lucio Tan, ecosystem of corruption, who inherits Lucio Tan's billions. Asian Terpenes,